Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another WWE Mayhem video. And in this video, I want to talk about the one issue that has plagued me and I think makes me enjoy the game the least. And that is the fact that WWE Mayhem has really high loading times. And to prove that, what used to normally take me about 15 minutes to complete Superstar difficulty in Power Dash with easy opponents now takes about 25 minutes because of the load times, especially on the brand new Samsung Galaxy Tab S4, which I've been recording all of my YouTube videos on lately. So, to further prove this, we're going to do a little bit of a test, and this might be an asshole move on my part. However, it was praised heavily from the WWE Mayhem unofficial group, with, of course, Ashes probably jokingly put a crying face. But this is a legit issue that I feel needs to be addressed. Kind of like the whole moveset that got addressed a couple months ago where they just changed up all the skills. I think something drastic needs to be done with that. I don't know if maybe file sizes need to be larger to make the loading times quicker, but I think something needs to be done about that. So, we're going to start a battle at 1:30. It took 12 seconds to load into the match.
The crowd is here tonight. We know
at 150, we slugged him.
Oh my goodness! No, he's in danger of being pinned.
And in 10 seconds, we pinned him. Now, this animation, I wish you could turn off. If there was a way you could turn this off, kind of like I wish they had a volume slider in the game, it would be a lot better. And now we're spending more time loading. I don't think that one was quite as bad. I counted 7 seconds that time for loading, so that was a little bit better. I don't know why it was worse.
Oh, we know what's coming.
So now we're going to count how long it actually takes to end the match. About 8 seconds to end the match. And obviously you see it took a lot longer to actually fight. So for loading right now, that took about 10, 11, yeah, like 10 seconds between every match to load. I've been doing fights in Mortal Kombat X that take literally half the time. And when I was on my iPad Pro, the load times were virtually instant. Now, if you guys want another test of this, I could actually fire up the iPad Pro, which is supposed to be more powerful than the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4, and let's test this further. Let's do an iPad Pro test, the best device on the market outside of maybe an iPhone X, and you guys can see the load times. This is like 3 matches, and we're already about 2.5 minutes deep in this. This takes a long time to actually get through everything, and I said I love the game. I just wish the animations were sped up, because it took me 50 minutes to do the entire Eddie Guerrero event. That's ridiculous. There's only like 18 fights in the match. Alright, so now we are on the iPad Pro, and let's check out loading times for this. And again, the daily rewards are different when you're on iOS and Android. For some reason, they both show up. Now, the event did sync over, so we actually did 4 matches there. So I'm not as used to this box layout because obviously you see less field of view on a 4:3 screen. So let's now check the loading times of this. Like 4 seconds. So it's actually a lot better on the iPad Pro. So while the game visually looks better on Android, the loading times are a lot less on iOS. So I'm maybe thinking about just not playing the game on Android until they optimize the loading times on it, because it's a much better experience on iOS, like as far as load times go. Yeah, that was like 4 seconds. So I think, again, the biggest problem I'm seeing, and a lot of Indians are going to have low-end Android devices. They could be spending 15 to 20 seconds actually loading in. That took like 3 seconds. So yeah,
Here we go.
I think the problem is just optimization on Android. Like, I can tolerate 3 to 4 second loading time on iOS, but you guys could see on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4, the load times are just ridiculous. So I think that maybe from now on when I play this game, I'm just not going to play it on Android. I'm just going to only play Mayhem off my iPad because the loading times are just ridiculous. But you can see on the iPad Pro, and I imagine it gets better on an iPhone X where the load times are even less. And even the new iPhone XS, or whatever the hell it's going to be, is going to have even better loading times than my iPad.
We know what's coming.
So,
On Poetry.
and the thing is, both devices have 4 gigabytes of RAM. So, while Android devices do have a larger field of view, I think that maybe if it was universal all around, or maybe just... I know that they don't stretch it out, which is good, because a lot of mobile developers will stretch out their device. But you can see that in a span of 2 minutes, we cleared the same amount of stuff, and it took 4 minutes to do it from a Samsung device. So, while I do prefer the Samsung devices, I have a feeling that I'm probably only going to be playing Mayhem on iOS because it's just unbearable to play with double the loading times. And a lot of you guys can probably sympathize because a lot of you guys have slower devices than me. I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 8 and I have a Samsung Galaxy Tab S4, and the loading times don't compare to an iPad Pro. It's literally 50% faster. So maybe I'll enjoy this game more playing it on iOS when the game actually doesn't feel like... I can handle 4-second loading times, but on Android, as you guys just saw, it's a lot worse. So leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys feel the game needs to be more optimized for Android as far as loading times. Maybe increase the file size so less stuff loads in the background, because you guys can see the considerable difference. If you guys want me to test out older Samsung devices like a Galaxy Tab Note Pro 12.2, a Samsung Galaxy Tab S2, and other more legacy devices, even a Samsung Galaxy S4, leave your comments down below. Maybe we'll make a follow-up video. Have a wonderful day, kids. Bring on the mayhem. I still love this game, don't get me wrong, but the load times on Android are too long.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!